At some point in our lives, we all encounter the same persistent question: who am I, really? We usually look for the answer in our careers, our relationships, or our history, but we rarely consider that the answer might require looking in the exact opposite direction. This inward turn is the foundation of a practice taught by Ramana Maharshi. He proposed a direct, repeatable method known as Atma Vichara, or self-inquiry. We are going to walk through the specific steps of this method. It is a mental tool designed to settle the noise of the mind and reveal the state of pure awareness that exists behind every thought. To try this now, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed for 5 minutes and prepare to simply observe the way your mind moves. By following this process, the search for peace shifts. Instead of trying to fix the unpredictable world outside, we begin to master our own internal awareness. To find our true identity, we first have to identify the ego, or ahamkara. This is the collection of labels that we mistake for ourselves: our physical body, our job, our name, or even our temporary moods. Self-inquiry asks us to peel away these external layers. We set aside my body, my job, and my anger to see what remains when all these definitions are gone. When we rely only on the ego, our perception of the world becomes fragmented. We begin to feel entirely separate from everyone and everything around us, as if we are living behind a thick, isolating screen. But the true self, the Atma, is not something we need to build or earn. It is already present, limitless and unchanged by our daily circumstances. It is like finding a gold coin covered in dust. You don't have to create the gold. You just have to remove the layer covering it. The shine is already there. The first step of this practice isn't about gathering more spiritual knowledge. It's about the active work of dismantling the labels we've spent years accumulating. Let's begin the exercise. Close your eyes and allow a thought to surface. It could be a worry about tomorrow, or a memory, or just a random observation. The rule here is simple. Let the thought happen. Don't try to suppress it or push it away. Simply watch it as it drifts into your mental space. Follow the thought as it grows. Watch it reach its peak intensity in your mind, as if you are observing a cloud passing through the sky. At that peak moment, ask yourself this internal question: to whom is this thought coming? Ialochana yavariki wastundi. The response from your mind will be immediate and natural. To me, naku. This sequence is designed to pull your attention away from what you are thinking about and redirect it toward the one who is doing the thinking. As soon as the mind answers to me, follow up instantly with the master question. Then, who am I? Aite asalu neinavaru. Do not look for a word or a label as an answer. Instead, treat the question like a light, pointing your attention back towards the source of that me feeling. Focus intensely on that origin point. Try to find the exact place where the sense of I is rising from. As you maintain this focus, you may notice that the feeling of the ego starts to lose its weight. When observed directly, the sense of a separate, solid identity begins to thin out. When you reach the root, the thought stops. In that moment, a gap of silence appears. This silence is the actual answer to the question. By tracing the I back to its source, we see that the ego is maintained only by a constant stream of thoughts. When those thoughts subside, a clear, silent awareness remains. That brief moment of mental silence you just experienced is not an empty void. It is your true self, the steady awareness that is always there beneath the noise. The question, who am I, is not a riddle for the intellect to solve. It is a way to redirect the mind's focus, turning it away from the content of your thoughts and back to their origin. You can carry this practice into your daily life. Use it the next time you feel overwhelmed by stress, anger, or a sense of limitation. Deploy the question the moment those feelings arise. We don't find mental freedom by waiting for life to become perfect. We find it by using this inquiry to return to that silent space where problems naturally lose their power.